to the General Hospital recap for December 14th. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps, and also be a beauty and hit that bell down below so you get notified every time we upload a new recap. Woo! Let's get right to it. At Anna's, Finn is desperately trying to find another room in a hotel, but there's absolutely no vacancies. Anna says that he has his own room, his own wing, basically, and Roxy's chillaxing. It's all good. Anna says that he doesn't have to live here, but that means he stops being part of the investigation. Finn says, "Why do you want me out? I'm in the inner circle," and Anna says that she wants him out because she cares about him. His safety and stuff. She cares about his safety, okay? Not like, and he's like, "You didn't seem to care when we started," and she wants to redeem herself because she didn't take all the factors into consideration when she first drafted Finn into this. At the Metro Court, Cassie and Valentine are meeting. She's planning on Finn joining the ranks. Cassie is confident that he'll join. Valentine is the one who put up a fight, and he's like the only one who's ever put up a fight with her. He wants to talk to Claudette, and she's like, "Not yet." Cassie wants Valentine's commitment. She gets a call from Finn. He has an answer for her. Yes. What's the next step? He'll review what the chemist has done, and then they move on from there, and Anna is not happy. She was expecting him to absolutely turn Cassie down. Kevin and Laura are sitting down eating too. She's distracted by Valentine. She brings up the wedding. Dates aren't really working out. They're pretty much booked for all of the weekends of 2018, apparently. Laura brings up eloping, and Kevin says he found a possibility, a Christmas wedding, like Christmas 2017. Back at Anna's, Anna is mad, and Finn is absolutely 100% enjoying how mad she is. At Windermere, Lulu is at Windermere. Nina isn't happy, and Lulu says she's here for Charlotte's Christmas list, and Nina's like, "I emailed it to you," and Nina just goes looking, and Lulu starts looking through Charlotte's craft stuff to see if there's any more ballots around. She finds another ballot. It's another vote for Felicia in the 2014 mayoral election from the Charles Street district. Why is it here? Nina walks in, and she has a whole bag of ballots. She dumps them out, and almost all of them are for Felicia in the Felicia versus Lomax 2014 mayoral election, and Nina wasn't super following it at the time. The race went to a recount. This is evidence of tampering, and these ballots alone could have changed the whole mayoral election, and Felicia probably would have won. Lulu says that she's going to investigate, and Nina wants the ballots to stay at Windermere, and Lulu asks if she's afraid Valentine helped fix the election. Nina's like, "No, Valentine wasn't even in town yet. Nicholas might have been involved." And Lulu says, "No, Nicholas supported Felicia. He would never do anything like this." And Nina tells Lulu, "You be careful, this investigation might take you places you didn't expect," and Lulu leaves with the ballots. Valentine comes home. Nina asks if he tampered with the 2014 mayoral election, and he has no idea what she's talking about, and she's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." Like, she just had to ask. She knows he was with Cassie because she smells her perfume on him. At the Quartermains, Kim is over the Quartermains. She's talking to Monica. She's telling her about Jason's history and being lost to them, and then he started to come back around, but looking back, that was clearly Drew. Monica has learned that Oscar is her grandson. Monica reached out to Kim's previous employment, and turns out she had an excellent job and reputation. She's recently moved to Port Charles, seemingly for no reason. Monica doesn't think it's an accident that Oscar and Kim ended up in the same city where Drew's very wealthy family resides. And it's so funny because me and my mom were just talking about that, and I'm like, yeah, but how would she know? Like, how would she know? He didn't even know he was related to the Quartermains. How would she know that? Kim is offended and wants to go to work, and Monica's like, "Actually, you're off for the rest of the day. I canceled the rest of your day." And Kim's like, "Of course you did." Kim wanted to give Oscar a chance to get to know his roots. She got a good DNA sample and followed up through like an Ancestry.com type deal, and enough little roots popped up in the Port Charles area to bring her here, and she thought Drew might be here after he deserted. Maybe he went back home. Monica isn't totally buying it. She thinks there's ulterior motives. Kim says that she didn't know about the twin thing or the wealthy family. Monica still thinks that she was trying to manipulate the situation, and Kim says Oscar won't have anything to do with you then. You don't even have to. It's fine. Like, don't worry about it. Monica backs off a little. She apologizes. Kim accepts. Kim offers all the documentation she has. Monica says that's okay for now. Can you tell me about Drew? He's the boy they lost. She tells her Drew grew up in an orphanage. He never got adopted. He was the best of the Navy SEALs. He would never brag about it, though. He loved the camaraderie of the SEALs, and he joined right after high school, and like that became his family. Monica says now he has a real brother and family. Monica asks Kim to pass a message to Oscar that he's always welcome here no matter what he decides. At Kim's, Drew is over. He was looking for Oscar. Oscar's there. He opened the door, and he wants to talk with Oscar, and this isn't awkward or uncomfortable at all, by the way. Drew says, you know what, maybe this was wrong. I should have reached out first. And he goes to leave, and Oscar's like, no, please come in. Oscar is supposed to be at school, but like only gym was left. I don't know what kind of school this is where you can just like leave during the day and you're not driving. Like, I honestly have no idea. They're doing square dancing in gym for whatever reason, so that's what he's missing. I know just the other day I was like, yeah, Caitlin, shout out to Caitlin, but on Caitlin's observation that I have a story for everything, I do have a story about square dancing. In elementary school and middle school, well, no, in middle school we did line dancing, but in elementary school we did square dancing. And me and my partner George won best square dancers in like 1st or 2nd grade, and I carry that with me to this day. It was fun. I like square dancing. If I don't have to play volleyball, I'll do anything in gym. Square dancing. I used to be a clogger, okay? I love that kind of stuff. Drew and Oscar converse about not being the best at dancing. Shout out to the great background in the window, by the way. It's so dynamic. Like, I feel like I'm in an apartment building. They talk more about their situation. There's a lot he doesn't know about his life, and now apparently there's even more. Drew thinks Oscar could probably relate a lot to those feelings because he's all of a sudden being hit with all this information. Drew doesn't expect anything. He doesn't want Oscar to feel obligated. And Oscar says that he's done okay up to now. He doesn't want to be an added thing on top of Drew's plate. And Drew hopes Oscar gives him a chance to find out more about him, but he'll back away if that's not something Oscar wants. And then Kim comes in. She asks what's going on. Drew says they're trying to get to know each other. And Oscar says he has some homework. And Kim asks Drew what he did. And he's like, I did nothing right. That's what I did. Nothing right. At the pier, Jason wants to talk with Sam. He asks her how Drew is doing. She says he's doing pretty good. His case is in review, but he's all but been exonerated because of Jason. Jason starts to walk away, and Sam gets mad, and she's like, where are you going? She's just mad in general because it wasn't fair to involve Jason in this, and she knew he'd come through, but like to put him in that position. She realized that she's been so focused on Drew and how much he was hurting that she paid no attention to Jason. Everything has been taken from him. He says it's okay, and she's like, no, it's not. She doesn't know what else to do. She loves Drew. She married him, and he knows that. And Sam asked if everything is okay with Sonny, and Jason says they got a lead on Faison. He was in Port Charles. They just missed him, but found Britt. Jason's not supposed to be alive. There was a traitor who got involved who's basically responsible for Jason being alive right now. Jason is frustrated because, like, what was the point of this? And Bernie died for no reason. It was all a cover-up, and Sam says there were other losses that night. She tells him about that night, going into the harbor, finding the Phoenix. She says she should have known because the official story never added up. Jason says there was no way for her to know. She says her instincts told her he was alive. And then when she thought he came back, but knowing Drew isn't Jason doesn't change anything. She doesn't regret loving him. Jason tells Sam about the manuscript, how it bothered Faison, and Spinelli's looking into it. Jason didn't call Spinelli because he didn't want to put him in the middle since he's Sam's friend too. And now end scene. Oscar comes out of his room. Kim says that Drew isn't here anymore. She goes over to him. He doesn't want to talk about Drew. She says she saw his grandmother Monica. There's a whole branch of the family that can't wait to meet him, but on his own time. She doesn't want him to be hard on himself. Oscar goes back to his homework, and she's like, I'll order dinner. Sam and Jason talk about Spinelli, how he's blaming himself and feeling that he betrayed Jason because he married Sam and Drew. And Sam realizes her wedding ring, she got it from Jason. Lulu sits with Laura and Kevin. They say they have a wedding date, Christmas, but Laura doesn't want to take over the day, and Lulu says, as long as you don't get married Christmas morning, the day is free. Lulu tells them that she thinks she landed a major story and it could rock Port Charles, and she's not sure if she should report it. Valentine says he wasn't doing anything untoward with Cassie and it shouldn't take much longer before she's brought down. Finn tells Anna that he's absolutely not miserable, and Anna says, well, not now. And he says he was plenty fulfilled before this little scheme. They are yelling and fighting about their pretend relationship and how they can't stand each other. He brings up the cat card, that if it wasn't for him, she'd adopt a cat and wear a bathrobe. Excuse you. You have a lizard, sir. You have a lizard, sir. And she says plenty of men would jump at the chance to be with her. And he's like who? And she's like you. And he's like me. And then he grabs her and kisses her. And honestly, like, the whole scene, I was like, oh, they're gonna kiss. They're absolutely gonna kiss. They're yelling at each other, so they're gonna kiss. Yeah, they are. Okay. Alright, so that is it for the 14th. I will be with you in right now for the 15th, and I hope you have a great day. Okay, bye.